Oh, well, LeBron is I think he said, one of the top 10 players in the league. I don't think he is.
Well, things just got way messy between LeBron James and the Lakers. And now even the Vegas sports books are losing their minds over it.
Saying, don't listen to this LeBron James stuff. Here's something, though, I do believe, and I believe it strongly. Clutch Sports or Clutch Points, there's an article today that says people around the NBA believe LeBron is going to announce he's retiring after the 2025 season, and that may not be a year away. That he may announce this is his last season.
Overnight, something wild happened. The odds of LeBron being traded to the Dallas Mavericks exploded like a firecracker. We're talking about a jump from a distant plus 1,200 to a jaw-dropping plus 300. That kind of leap doesn't just come out of nowhere. It means somebody somewhere has inside info that the rest of the world hasn't caught on to yet. Rumors started flying the moment those numbers shifted. People are whispering that LeBron's camp has been in quiet talks with Dallas, possibly even with Luka Doncic himself. Others are saying this is all part of a power move, a classic LeBron-style shakeup to pressure the Lakers front office into making a big roster change before the deadline. Either way, it's chaos in the betting world.
The Lakers feel Luka is the future. LeBron knows it. Luka knows it. Everybody in the organization knows it. It was LeBron's team, even when AD was dominant in the COVID year. And LeBron, for 23 years, has been the number one priority of every organization, and almost always the best player. I would say the best player. And now he's not. This year, he's not going to be the best player. Luka in shape will be the...
Meanwhile, Miami and Golden State are still hovering in the mix, both sitting at around plus 1,500. But they're not the story anymore. Dallas is the real bombshell. The odds of LeBron staying with the Lakers just crashed. That's got everyone thinking something serious is brewing behind closed doors at crypto. Calm Arena. Insiders are hinting that LeBron's patience with the Lakers front office might finally be snapping. And if these odds are telling us anything, we might be witnessing the calm before an NBA earthquake. Those odds didn't just drop. They plummeted from a solid minus 700 all the way down to minus 340. That's not some minor fluctuation. That's a 5-alarm signal blaring across the entire league.
The new owners are not going to get backed into a corner and bullied. These new owners moved off Cody Bellinger, Corey Seager, Max Scherzer, Manny Machado. They could have had Manny Machado to a long deal. He goes to their rival, the Padres, and is an all-star. He's an incredible player. Let him walk. Zach Greinke, let him walk. They do this. They'll pay for Ohtani in his prime. They'll pay for Mookie Betts in his prime or Freddie Freeman in his prime. Okay, they're not going to hang around and pay you a fortune.
Something major is cooking behind the scenes, and everyone in the NBA world can feel it. The Lakers front office might be acting cool and quiet, but make no mistake, there's tension in the air, and it's thick enough to cut with a knife. And right in the middle of the storm, Rich Paul, LeBron's powerhouse agent, he didn't sit back. He went straight to the media, throwing out subtle but loaded hints that LeBron might be done with LA. You could practically hear the frustration between his words. He said just enough to make people's jaws drop, and then stopped right before giving away too much. When reporters pushed for clarity, Rich didn't deny anything, not a word of reassurance. Instead, he tossed a few vague comments that only made the noise louder.
Smart GMs are getting 4 and 5 years ahead on this thing. Nobody's paying the luxury tax anymore. And everything with LeBron operates in the near term. Nobody operates like that now that knows what they're doing. So LeBron's just the latest casualty.
Fans were expecting him to shut the rumors down, but instead, he dropped a line that hit like a bombshell, teasing that LeBron's future with the franchise is uncertain. Now, insiders are whispering that this isn't just talk. It's a warning shot. If LeBron feels the Lakers can't deliver another championship soon, he might just pack up and bounce. The question is, will the Lakers call his bluff or start panicking behind closed doors? Uncertain. That's a dangerous word in this business. It doesn't just float around for fun. It shakes locker rooms, rattles front offices, and sends fan bases into full-blown panic mode. And here's what people need to remember. When Rich Paul speaks with LeBron James, it's never random. Every single word that man drops is carefully chosen. Every pause calculated, and every silence. That's strategy in motion. LeBron doesn't need a mic or a tweet to rock the entire league. He can flip the energy of the NBA just by doing nothing. So when reporters try to corner him about the Lakers' drama hoping for a headline, he shut it down cold. His only response, "I ain't got nothing to talk about." That wasn't just a casual quote. That was a warning shot fired straight to the heart of every rumor swirling around him. It's his way of saying, you think you know what's next? You don't. And just when the story couldn't get any crazier, while LeBron was supposedly relaxing on vacation, a Lakers sideline reporter stirred the pot even more. She posted a selfie wearing a Cleveland Cavaliers jersey, probably thinking it was just a playful nod to his past. But fans, they lost it instantly. Comments flooded in. Is he going back to Cleveland? What does she know that we don't? Now, that innocent little photo has turned into a full-blown clue hunt. Could it really be coincidence? Or is this the first breadcrumb in LeBron's next big move? But then, LeBron himself jumped straight into the comments, and that's when things went from playful to straight-up shocking. He didn't drop emojis or leave a vague reply like most stars do. Nope, LeBron typed out. Now, that is proper tire. Boom. Just like that, the internet exploded. That's not a coincidence. That's LeBron sending smoke signals straight back to Cleveland. The King knows exactly what he's doing, and that one line hit harder than a press conference. For someone still wearing the purple and gold, hyping up the gear of his former team, that's no random comment. That's a statement. The chill that swept across the league was real. Players, insiders, even rival GMs felt it. Everyone started asking the same question. Is LeBron plotting one last? Return to where it all began? Tensions in LA are boiling over right now. And that move felt personal. Not petty, not accidental, personal. And trust me, that comment did not slide under the radar. Then out of nowhere, ESPN's Ramona Shelburne, who's basically on a first-name basis with Lakers owner Jeanie Buss, dropped a major bombshell. According to her inside sources, it's done. It's over. No smooth exit. No grand finale. No last dance in purple and gold. The word from inside, LeBron's chapter with the Lakers might already be closing, and the higher-ups know it. If that's true, we're not talking about just another trade rumor. This could be the end of an era and the start of a comeback nobody saw coming. Word on the street is that the Lakers have zero plans to resign LeBron James after this season. And that's not gossip anymore. That's coming straight from multiple insider leaks. And get this, it's not about loyalty, legacy, or even respect anymore. It's strictly business. The front office has made its move, and it's cold as ice. The decision reportedly came down during a series of quiet closed-door meetings where execs agreed that it's time to look toward the future without the king. So, what exactly are they cooking up behind those glass conference doors at Crypto? Com Arena? Something the insiders are calling Project 2027. And don't let that sleek name fool you. This isn't a PR stunt, and it's definitely not just some fancy marketing idea. It's a full-blown rebuild plan, a secret blueprint to reshape the franchise from the ground up. The Lakers are reportedly clearing cap space like crazy, trimming contracts, and stacking assets like they're prepping for war. The goal, a superstar takeover. Their eyes are locked on once-in-a-generation players. Names like Giannis Antetokounmpo and Nikola Jokic are being whispered in executive circles, whether it's through free agency or an earth-shattering trade. That's the dream target zone. It's a risky gamble, cutting ties with the face of the league to chase the next dynasty piece. But that's the Lakers' way. Ruthless, bold, and always thinking 2 moves ahead. The question is, will this bold Project 2027 plan pay off? Or will LA regret letting the king walk out his castle? And here's the cold, hard truth. LeBron James isn't part of that Project 2027 blueprint anymore. The writing's on the wall. And if you look closely, the proof is sitting right there in the contracts. Players like DeAndre Ayton, Jake Lavia, and Jackson Hayes, all of them locked into short-term deals that conveniently expire right before or during that 2027 window. Coincidence? Not a chance. Even Dorian Finney-Smith, one of the few reliable role players in the mix, only landed a short 2-year deal. And get this, when the Houston Rockets came, knocking with a longer, more secure offer. The Lakers didn't even blink. No counter, no negotiation, just a polite wave. Goodbye. Why? Because every single player on that roster is basically a temporary piece, a placeholder keeping the lights on and the seats warm until the real rebuild begins. And you can bet LeBron sees it. The man's been in this league for over 2 decades. He knows the game behind the game. You don't get this level without recognizing when a franchise is quietly shifting gears behind your back. The meetings, the contract patterns, the silence from management. It's all adding up. To the outside world, everything still looks calm. But behind the scenes, the Lakers are quietly closing one of the most legendary chapters in NBA history. And LeBron knows it. The king can feel when his throne's being moved. And he's not about to just sit back and watch it happen. When the season wrapped up, the Lakers decided to host what they called a big team dinner to discuss the future. But the real message of that night, it was loud, clear, and impossible to ignore. Cameras flashed as Rob Pelinka, J.J. Redick, Luka Doncic, and Luka's agent rolled up to an upscale Los Angeles restaurant. All smiles, sharp suits, and thick binders in hand. You could practically feel the deal-making energy in the air. They weren't there for steak and small talk. This was business. Serious business. Every lens caught it. The body language, the laughter, the quiet confidence, all pointing to one thing. Luka and the Lakers might already be in deep talks. But you know who was nowhere in sight? LeBron James. The king wasn't invited, not even mentioned. And that wasn't an accident. That was a power move. This wasn't just another casual team dinner. This was a statement, a visual announcement of who's part of the Lakers' future plans and who isn't. To make matters worse, insiders claim that just days after that dinner, the $10 billion ownership transfer of the Lakers to the Guggenheim Group officially kicked in, a massive shift in control that quietly changed everything behind scenes. For LeBron, it was more than a snub. It was a wake-up call, a message written in neon lights that his era in Los Angeles might be officially over. The king wasn't just left off the guest list. He was left out of the future. Reports say Luka Doncic has been looped in on every major Lakers decision lately, while LeBron James has been completely iced out of the conversation. No text, no phone call, not even a simple thanks for the memories. For a man who delivered an NBA championship to Los Angeles and kept the franchise alive during its darkest, most chaotic years, that kind of silence doesn't happen by accident. That's not business. That's personal. And believe me, LeBron feels it. He could have brushed it off, pretended it was nothing, but the disrespect just kept stacking higher and higher. One meeting after another, one quiet decision after the next, all without his name anywhere near it. For a player who carried the team, sold the tickets, and built the brand, being left out like that cuts deep. But the real heartbreak, it wasn't the cold shoulders or the closed-door meetings. It was the Lakers' flat-out refusal to build a real championship roster around him. The man just earned another All-NBA selection, still putting up elite numbers like it's 2016 all over again. Night after night, he's dropping stats most players dream about, proving he's still got that fire. And yet somehow, the organization's treating him like he's already halfway to retirement. That quiet dismissal, the idea that the king's time is up, that's what stings the most. LeBron's not coasting, he's competing. And being ignored by the team he helped restore to glory, that's not just shade. That's straight up betrayal. That was the insult that cut the deepest. Because if there's one thing LeBron James has demanded his entire career, it's control. For 20 straight years, every team he's touched has revolved around him. From roster moves and trade talks to rotations and locker room culture, the man wasn't just a player, he was the system. But this time it's different. For the first time ever, the king is being frozen out of his own empire. The Lakers front office has officially stopped running their decisions through him. Every big conversation now centers around one name, Luka Doncic. They're not even hiding it anymore. The future of the Lakers is being built around Luka. Full stop. And for LeBron, that's a hard pill to swallow. Imagine being an architect of a championship team, and suddenly the keys to the kingdom are handed to someone else. What's even wilder, despite all the chaos, LeBron hasn't asked for a trade. And honestly, he probably won't. Why? His contract is massive. We're talking of $52, $6 million paycheck. Any team trying to trade for him would have to gut half their roster and still scramble to make the numbers fit. So instead of storming out, LeBron's doing what he does best, playing it cool on the outside while plotting quietly on the inside. Because if history has shown us anything, it's that LeBron doesn't need to blow up publicly to take control back. When the king moves, he moves smart, and when he strikes, he makes sure the whole league feels it. It's an absolute nightmare on the books, and most NBA franchises just aren't willing to take that kind of hit. A $52 million contract doesn't just squeeze a team's salary cap, it chokes it. And when it comes to a buyout, forget it. That's not even on the table. LeBron already picked up his player option, fully aware this might be his last dance in Los Angeles. The Lakers aren't about to swallow $50 million in dead cap space just to let him walk for free. That would be a financial disaster of epic proportions. So, no matter how loud the noise gets or how wild the rumors fly, LA is locked in on Project 2027. That's their mission, and they're sticking to it. And if that means quietly pushing LeBron to the sidelines while they prepare for their next era, so be it. Cold, absolutely. But in the Lakers' playbook, emotions don't make the moves. Numbers do. And here's where it gets even more interesting. Insiders say the Lakers already have a plan B ready to go if they can't land a mega star like Giannis Antetokounmpo or Nikola Jokic. The backup plan built a deep, smart, and flexible roster around Luka Doncic, focusing on chemistry over celebrity. It's a total shift in philosophy from chasing icons to crafting infrastructure. The Lakers want staying power, not just another headline season. But the cost of that possibly pushing out the most iconic player of this generation. And if that's the price of their future, you better believe LeBron won't go quietly when it's time to make his next move. Another superstar might be joining soon. Because make no mistake, the Lakers are playing a long game now, not chasing the quick fixes LeBron once demanded. That whole win-now mentality built around short-term star power. The playoffs completely exposed it. Every weakness, every gap in that so-called super team strategy came crashing down under the spotlight. Remember how Rudy Gobert dominated them? He absolutely bullied their soft interior defense, dunking, blocking, and turning the paint into his personal playground. The Lakers looked lost, flat-footed, and helpless under the rim. It was ugly, and the humiliation hit hard. That postseason embarrassment lit a fire on the front office, and they didn't waste any time reacting. Their first major move, bringing in DeAndre Ayton to plug that defensive hole. Sure, it's not a perfect fix, but it's a serious step in the right direction, and it shows exactly where the organization's head is at. They're not building for LeBron's twilight anymore. They're building for Luka's era. Now all eyes are on the upcoming season, and insiders say it might be the most critical year in recent Lakers history. If they come out strong, if Luka finds his rhythm early and the chemistry clicks, then maybe, just maybe, Project 2027 won't look like a gamble anymore. It could look like the dawn of a brand new dynasty, one that doesn't need the king to reign supreme. If everything goes right, if the Lakers star hot, if Luka shines, and if those new pieces finally click, then all that LeBron tension might just fade quietly into the background. The noise, the rumors, the shade gone. But if they stumble again, if the chemistry collapses or the wins don't come fast enough, then this might really be it. The final chapter of LeBron James' legendary era in Los Angeles. It's hard to imagine the purple and gold without the king, but that's where we're headed. One wrong stretch, one losing streak, and the front office could pull the plug for good. The NBA world's watching every move, every headline, waiting to see if the story ends in redemption or heartbreak. Because no matter what happens next, whether LeBron walks away, gets traded, or pulls one last surprise twist, this next season could rewrite the legacy of both the Lakers and LeBron James forever. So, what do you think? Is this really the end of the King's reign in LA? Drop your thoughts below. Hit that like, subscribe, and share for more wild NBA stories. I'll catch you in the next one. It's only getting crazier from more